Have you ever been so excited to finally see a certain view, only to find construction everywhere? To start our second day in Scotland, we got up bright and early to enjoy the day in Edinburgh. Our first item on the agenda was a bus tour with a local guide, which ended with a visit to Edinburgh Castle, which was quite fascinating. Here they have the Scottish crown of jewels, which includes the crown, scepter, and sword that were used for the coronation of Scottish rulers, including Mary Queen of Scots way back in 1543 when she was just a little baby. We couldn't film in there, but it was really neat to see. They also had the famed Stone of Scone, not scone, or Stone of Destiny, which has been used for coronation since the 13th century, and most recently for the coronation of King Charles. Following the castle, we had a couple hours to explore the city on our own, and I had my mind set on finding this famous view on Calton Hill. This ended up being my favorite view of the city, despite the cranes, and we spent about 20 minutes here enjoying the scenery. From here we could see Edinburgh's highest point, Arthur's Seat, and there was also this neoclassical column structure people were climbing on. The platform is a lot higher up than it looks, and it was kind of difficult getting up and down that in a skirt. 3 out of 10 would not recommend doing that. Then we decided to find lunch, and during our meal it started downpouring, and it kept pouring after we left. But this is the Edinburgh I had always imagined. Dark, cozy, and rainy. I loved it. We wandered around for a bit and eventually found our way back to the Royal Mile, where there were a lot of touristy shops and some other famous views of the old town. Next up on our docket was a visit to the Royal Yacht Britannia. The Royal Yacht Britannia served the royal family for 44 years until it was decommissioned in 1997, and throughout that time the ship traveled more than 1 million nautical miles all over the world. It now permanently rests here in Edinburgh as a museum for the public to get a glimpse into life aboard the vessel for both royals and the crew. We were given a free audio tour that guided us through the 5 decks. We got to see the Sun Lounge where Queen Elizabeth often relaxed, the state dining room where people like Winston Churchill and Nelson Mandela shared meals with the family, and the drawing room where the family often gathered or welcomed guests and Princess Diana played the piano. To end the day, we wrapped up with a dinner at a place I don't remember the name of, and I had the classic combination of hummus, pizza, and a brownie. And then we rested up for the next day. Stay tuned for day 3.